probably one of the most used features here. Let's go to the Clash Detective here. This one, we're going to set this up together. So I don't have any clashes started here yet. We're going to build this together pretty quick here. So first thing I'll do is go ahead and add a test. Let's say I want to rename this structure versus MEP. And in my selection items here, I'm going to run the whole structure model versus the whole MEP model. Typically, you'll probably drill in a little more, get more specific, like maybe I'll do steel versus pipes or steel versus duct or something like that. And you don't have to choose the whole model. You can just kind of expand the selection tree and choose just what you need. But in this case, we'll just kind of keep it pretty simple here. The other thing is we're clashing surfaces, and we're doing a hard clash 0 feet. If you have items that need to have a clearance of, I don't know, ½ inch, full inch, you can add that in there. Instead of doing a hard clash, we can do a clearance. That way, if something encroaches on that clearance, it'll come back as an actual clash. All right, so let's run this test here. And sure enough, we got 7 clashes here. Let me move this over so you can see it. So the first one is selected here. It looks like we've got a duct going through our beam up here. And as we click through these, it cycles through and highlights all of your other clashes. And it'll take you to each one. So here's one thing I can do. You can see that, to me, it looks like these clash 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all because of this one pipe. If we move this one pipe, because it runs the whole length of the building, that could probably clear up 4 clashes. So what I can do is group them together. So I'll shift select them and then click the group selected clashes button and call it sprinkler pipe. So now it's kind of, as far as the software is concerned, it's kind of treated as one clash. Let me step back a minute here. So if we look up here, I didn't talk about this very much before, but it told us how many clashes we had. And since we grouped a few of these, we now have 4 instead of 7. And since this is the first time we ran this test, everything is new. Everything is a new clash. When we rerun it, you'll see some of these other states used. All right. So let's continue reviewing. So clash 1, let's dig in a little deeper here. This duct needs to be moved down. So what I can do is click assign here, assign it to HVAC engineer, Mary, and say, please move duct down. And then assign that. And then clash 2, as I look a little deeper, I can see that this is a pipe going through the slab. Actually, that's clash 3. And I know that we can note that in plan, and that won't be an actual clash in the project. So what I can do is change the status here to approved. I'm going to let that go. But then clash 2, what is this one? Well, the structural model had analytical components with it. So that's not really a clash either. I can just say reviewed, which means that the software is still going to read it as a clash, but maybe we don't need to necessarily do anything about it either. So we can keep it there. And then some of the other states, we'll see here. Actually, oh wait, we had. Oh yeah, our sprinkler pipe. We need to deal with that. So for that one, let's assign that one to Mario the plumber. Move pipe. Mario the FP engineer. And assign that. Okay, so now that we've got this, we need to make some changes to the source model at some point. So we can send out a report. So if I go over here to report, I'll choose some of the values that I want to save here. So we'll get a summary, clash point, status. You can choose a little image, which is pretty nice, description, comments. And then we're going to write just the current test and then send it out as an HTML. Click write report. And I'll save it in our file here. Save it. And then when I go back into my folder here, let's open that up. Sure enough, you get a nice report here, one line item for each clash or grouped clash. And you'll send this to all the team members and they'll know what to do. So this one assigned to the HVAC engineer, this one's been reviewed and approved. And then this is the grouped one for the plumber to move the sprinkler pipe. All right, so when all right, so let's say we are now the, we sent that out and the fire protection or MEP engineer has sent us an updated model. Let's kind of simulate that workflow. So what I can do is go to the current MEP model and just append it with like a -old. And then let's say here's the new file they sent us. I'm going to put it in my folder here. Now, Navisworks will see if I didn't have the file open, it would see that this file has been updated and it needs to refresh it. Or if I'm working in the file and I know I've updated the files, just click refresh and it will rebuild it for me. So it's recreating that NWC and it's loading it in. And I want to show you something here because as soon as this comes back in, let's see here. We'll give that a little time here. There we go. Almost there. Okay. So as soon as it reloads, you can see we get this symbol here telling us, hey, something's changed. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So we can go back and rerun this test here. So I'll do update all. It reruns it for me. If we look at the results, look at this. Sprinkler pipe has been resolved. Expand that. No longer an issue. When I click on that, zoom in, we can see that the sprinkler has been moved down. It's no longer hitting our structure. And then let's check out the other one. So clash 1, it looks like they still didn't update their model, so that's still coming back as a clash here. And then clash 2 and 3, those remain the same because we didn't do anything with those. All right, so again, we could export this report again, or just kind of leave it as it is. And that is the Clash Detective. Now, I didn't set this up, but another thing, again, like I was saying, you can stack features here. You can also run a Clash over time here. If it's during the middle of construction and you know a big piece of equipment needs to be moved through the building, you can see if you'll be able to fit that piece of equipment underneath a bridge or beam or whatever it is in your project.